Welcome everyone to the Side Drive Podcast. Welcome to another Truck Series race review. We are back in the trucks, and it was great to see them back on the track.
Yeah, I think they've been hadn't raced in like a month, and been real excited to watch it. Unfortunately, I get to see it when it came on. Had to work, so that kind of sucked. But I'm back for DVRs.
Be sure you subscribe, so we might someday not have to work. We can watch the video or the races all the way, and you would have got to see this podcast much earlier.
Yeah.
But going away from that, Brent Moffitt would win the pole. Right next to him would be Johnny Sauter, and not to brag or anything, but who did we pick in the Fast Picks episode earlier today?
Yes, it's pretty neat. We picked 1-2.
I mean, I did say that they were the best in the truck series currently, and they proved me right. I thought, every time I say something, I say some sort of claim, they like to prove me wrong, and like if I say they're the best, they'd end up being the worst. But thankfully, they.
We know our trucks.
Yeah,
so.
We're good at that, but everything else we suck. But so stage one, basically, Brent Moffitt was just tearing up the field. Sauter was right there, just couldn't get around him, and Moffitt would win stage one.
Yeah, wasn't much going on stage one. I mean, one thing, Matt Crafton got put in the back, and he raced his way all the way up to what, maybe 10th?
Yeah, somewhere in the top 10. I believe he didn't finish.
He was about 9th or 10th.
9th or 10th, maybe 11th, but something about Matt Crafton, he always ends up getting put in the back for some reason.
Yeah.
I think if they could clean that up, they'll be able to win some races.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because a lot of times he gets put in the back, he races all the way up to the front, so sometimes it's a good thing.
Sometimes it works. So stage two was looking to be like a repeat of stage one, up until we had Sheldon Creed up there. He was in second for a long time, and he was right there with Brent Moffitt towards the end of stage two. But then we had some lap cars get in the way, and that allowed Johnny Sauter to just make it 3 wide and take the lead.
Yes, it's really good to see Sheldon Creed up there being pretty sporty, because GMS trucks are running real well.
Yeah, so last year they won a ton of races with Johnny Sauter, and all the time I get messed up saying, "Oh, Johnny Sauter is also a GMS." Wait, no, he ain't. We're so used to last year. It's just so weird.
Yeah, so weird that Johnny Sauter is a Thor Sport and Brent Moffitt is a GMS. So it's kind of confusing sometimes.
So Johnny Sauter would take that lead, and he would drive all the way up to winning stage two. So I believe that is his second stage win of the season. So pretty impressive by him. So we didn't have a Kyle Busch in this race, so he wouldn't take all the stage wins.
Yeah.
So stage three would start and would have some pit stops. Sheldon Creed would actually take the lead. And then as we get in that initial restart, the 97 of Little would get into the wall, but no caution.
It's very unfortunate, Jason Little, he was running real well. Stayed in top 10 most of the day, and I ain't sure if he got loose or if he had a tire go down, what caused him to get in the wall, but very unfortunate for him.
And then not too long after that, the number 7 of Corbin Forrester would crash and cause a caution. That would also collect Todd Gilliland.
Yeah,
actually no, not that one. That was the next one, I think. That collected Todd.
Yeah.
Yes. Getting them mixed up now. I think Corbin just spun by himself.
Yeah, he got loose or something, spun around and hit the inside wall.
And then on that caution, Johnny Sauter's engine wouldn't refire, and he would fall to 9th place.
Yeah, it's like, what's going on? Because Matt Crafton in the second stage, he was low on power, and they found loose wire and put it back in, and Crafton went on. So ain't sure what's going on with Thor Sport, because they run real well on one stage, the next stage they lose power. So.
Yeah, it seems like the trucks seem to have issues a lot. Like we normally see some driver going to win his first race and then all of a sudden loses power and blows up on the last lap. I don't know what it is. It just happens more often in the truck series.
Yes.
Maybe it's like lower funded or something.
Ain't sure it's something like that whole package, I guess.
Yeah. And then Harrison Burton would make it 3 wide on the restart. And then it would be Creed versus Burton after Brett Moffitt would get cycled out, squeezed out of there. Because you can't go 3 wide at Dover.
No. Or Monster Miles going to tear you up.
Yeah, it's just going to reach in there and say, nope, that's not allowed in my racetrack. And throw you in the parking lot. And then, Sheldon Creed would lead a ton of laps. He's led more in today's race than he ever has.
His whole career.
In his entire career, which is only 12 races. So it's nothing too major, but it's great to get that experience of leading laps and what to do during cautions and getting down pit road as the leader, stuff like that. So more experience for him today. Yeah. And then Harrison Burton would be right there on Sheldon Creed until Self would crash, who was just been reinstated by NASCAR, and also that caution was the one that collected Todd Gilliland.
Yeah, he just spun right there in front of him. He didn't have nowhere to go, so got a little bit of damage, and I think he went on a little bit.
For a little bit. So after that, Ben Rhodes would take the lead. Him and Friesen would only take 2 tires, which is a cool strategy. You don't really see that much at Dover because tires get eaten up so much. Yeah. But, it's cool to see some strategy.
Yeah, you got to try something. So.
Then Brett Moffitt would take second as Creed goes around, collecting Todd Gilliland again.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Todd just had a bullseye on him. Everybody just spin in front of him. Ain't sure if Burton and Creed got a little made contact or what, but he just spun around and went right into Todd.
Yeah, something we're going to see a lot this weekend, I believe, especially in the Xfinity Series. When you get right next to a guy in the middle of the corner, they're just going to slip around, and I'm surprised we didn't see that more often in the trucks race, but I'm sure we'll see it a ton more in Xfinity.
Yeah, I believe it was all real loose and just spinning out in the turns. Yeah, I believe at that pit sequence right there that Creed was like, loosen me up some. I guess he loosened it too much.
Yeah. I mean, you want to be loose at Dover, but you don't want to be that loose.
Yeah.
Because that loose gets you to the garage.
Yes.
You want to be so loose that it gets you to victory lane and not the garage. And then we'd see on the next restart it'd be Brett Moffitt versus Ben Rhodes. Burton would pass Brett Moffitt, and then Johnny Sauter would be right there to pounce on Burton, and he would take the lead. And then Moffitt would be right there in second place. I mean, I believe these two guys were just the class of the field. Harrison Burton was probably close, but, just not as fast as them.
Yeah, they just, something about this track, it just suits Johnny. I think he went for his third in a row.
And then, as Moffitt was trying to catch Johnny, a caution happened with the 30 of Brennan Poole.
Yeah, I ain't sure what happened to him. He keeps hitting the wall.
Yeah.
But,
especially in the closing laps.
Yeah. Ain't sure what happened to that truck. He just started hitting the wall.
It's like a conspiracy. For some reason, these trucks just break when there's like 10 to go.
Yeah.
But with that, it'd be the final restart with Sauter versus Moffitt. And with Moffitt being on the low line, it's just hard to get a good launch. Even though he tried to dive it in there, but...
Yeah, he was driving real hard trying to dive in the corners, and you tell he was loose.
Yeah, so...
he was about wrecking loose, so...
Yeah.
Driving too hard.
Seemed like whoever was lucky and got the lead on that last restart was going to win, no matter if it was Sauter, Moffitt, Ben Rhodes, or whoever it was. They were going to win, and Johnny Sauter was that guy, and he would win the race, first of the season, first for Thor Sport, at least in 2019. And he's now won with every manufacturer, which I want to point out that that's with the 13 in all of those wins.
Pretty cool.
So same number, same team. Even though he's left them for a little while, came back into Ford and won.
Just can't stop Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny, number 13 is a lucky number, I guess. But yeah, so that was a pretty interesting race. It wasn't a wreck fest like I thought it was, well, until the end, really. But
I think the Truck Series is always the best series out there right now. I just always enjoy watching them race, and they can pass and they can just good old racing.
Yeah, then next week we have Kansas, which is a night race, and that's always really good in the Truck Series. Really looking forward to see how the Cup Series race and the night race for mile and a half. So that's going to be really exciting.
Yep, it's a lot of fun to watch.
So we hope you all enjoyed our race review for the Truck Series race. Hope you all enjoyed the race as well. It was really good. And stay tuned tomorrow for our Xfinity Series review. Well, it may be pushed back to Sunday morning. We'll just stay tuned for that.
Yes.
So hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you either tomorrow or Sunday.